Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host.
Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna, and this morning we're visiting with Dr. Ric Bessin. He's with the University of Kentucky Extension Entomologist there. Good morning, Ric.
Good morning, Joanna.
Now, Ric, I'm glad you're here today because we're going to talk about fall invaders, and normally we don't think about those until a little bit later in the year, but we might need to start thinking about them earlier.
That's right. You know, in the past, we've worried about ladybugs and boxelder bugs, and we really didn't have to start our preparations until the end of September. But there's some new players in town, you know, namely this brown marmorated stink bug. And that one actually starts to move in the beginning of September. And so it's not too late already to think about how to pest-proof your home.
Okay, and so when you talk about this stink bug, give us some more details about that.
This is a stink bug. It came from Asia. You know, it's one of them that we consider it an invasive pest. It's a terrible agricultural pest problem when it builds up in an area. But in the fall, it's an equally problematic household invader.
Now, is it just a nuisance pest, or can it cause structural damage or anything like that?
No, it's a nuisance pest.
Okay.
And so it can get into the home in large numbers. I happen to have a house in Lexington that they really like. And
they know you're an entomologist.
they're trying to take it out on me, I guess. But I will get, you know, 3,000 to 5,000 stink bugs, you know,
That's a lot of stink bugs.
Off my house every year. And
so what do you do to prepare your home so they don't get inside?
Well, that's actually a pretty good start, because one of the things I think about physical exclusion to keep them out of my house. And so, you know, all the doors where I come and go, I have a door sweep underneath my door. I check underneath there to make sure it's properly aligned, that I can't see any light underneath my door. So a door sweep's very important. I make sure around my doors and windows that there's caulking, so there's no cracks or crevices, because these guys, even though they're 3/4 of an inch, they're very thin, they're wafer-like, and they can slip in these tight crevices. So caulking is very important. Any pipes that come into my house, you know, gas pipes and things like that, we need to make sure that they're properly sealed. Use caulk or expandable foam to seal up those areas so there's no place that insects can get in. Up in my attic, I've put very fine hardware cloth over those holes. And really, to keep some of these insects out, particularly the brown marmorated stink bug, we're looking at mesh that is 1/4 of an inch in size or smaller.
That is small.
It is small because they can turn diagonally and they can go through some of these small cloths. And lastly, well, not lastly, I got two more things, but another thing is using a barrier insecticide treatment around the outside of your home. You know, going up 2 to 3 feet on the foundation and going out 2 to 6 feet around the outside of your foundation. Again, you can get some of these insecticides at your local home center.
And is that a one-time spray for the barrier?
I would put it down once at the end of August, you know, where I have these stink bug problems. But, you know, other people that, you know, maybe ladybugs come in later in the year, you know, they may think about the end of September, or possibly if they have both, you know, a couple applications. The last thing I would recommend is that, you know, particularly where you have vegetation around the home, you don't want any of your shrubs or trees actually touching your house, because that creates a barrier. You can have ants and other things that actually walk on these branches and can get around some of these barriers you have in your home. So yeah, vegetation management is very important as well.
Yeah, and you know, the weather is still kind of nice. It's easier to go ahead and get some of these things done, because a lot of times when you think about them is when your whole house is full of the lady beetles, or you know, maybe it's a little too late.
Well, it is too late. Once they get inside, you know, they're going to be in the wall voids. Using an insecticide inside your home is not something we recommend. In fact, we discourage that. So prevention is the key. Keeping them out before they have a problem. If you've had problems in the past, think about how you can take preventive actions in the future to keep from being in that position again.
And we had a lot of calls last year about lady beetle invasions and those type of things. So if you had that problem last year, it's not too early to go ahead and start thinking about that now.
No, it's not.
All right, Rick. Well, thanks for visiting with us, and we appreciate you watching the Farm and Home Show. If you have any questions, make sure to give us a call.
If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.